Well guys, in today's video I want to show you how to basically transfer your files from your virtual machine to your other virtual machine, especially like viruses and backdoors and stuff like that. So I'll show you how to do it safely without endangering your host machine. So what we're going to do, all you need for this video is a machine that you're going to be using. It can be Linux, it can be Windows, it can be Mac. Anything that's connected. Now, if you don't have your virtual machines connected, because obviously they need to be connected together, network together. I showed you this in my last video. I posted about a couple days ago. And I show you step by step how to connect two virtual machines together and how to check if they're connected. So make sure to check that video. It should be posted somewhere on the screen now. So all we need to do is we need technically, preferably the host machine should be a Linux machine with Apache 2 installed. Now Apache is basically like a web server that allows you to download files, send files, upload files, and it actually has certain other nice stuff as well. It can perform as like man in the middle attack as well. It has certain nice function, right? But in today's video I'm just going to show you how to transfer files using a Apache 2 service. So you should go into your command prompt, and as you can see, I'm in my CMD. So we just write, terminal, because it's in Linux it's terminal, in Windows it's CMD. So what we need to do is sudo, because it requires super admin permission, whatever you're gonna call it. It requires additional permissions, right? So we just do service, and instead of stop, we need to write start. Sudo service apache 2 start. I'll ask you for a password. Put your password in. I have misspelled mine. It might take a second. There we go. I can't write today. There we go. Okay, so this is started, right? How do we check it has started? If there's any problems, all you do is status, right? I'll show you status. And as you can see, active running. And as you can see, it tells you how long it's been running for, right? And there's just additional information which we don't need. Right, so we have our Apache service to started now. All we need to do is basically upload files to our web server now. Now, how to do this? It's very easy, right? So all you do is just go to your left corner, open folder. You go to file system, var, www, html, and as you can see, it should be index, and this is just I'll show you what it is actually exactly. Let me just turn that. Okay, so if you go to our Windows machine, basically what it is if you go to the Kali Linux IP address, this is the file, this is the HTML file. It gives you some additional information which you might use. You don't really need to know about this, right? Let's just leave this now. Okay, so all we do is basically, this is protected. This folder, as soon as you hit www or var, I think, it's protected, right? Which means we need additional super permission, just sudo. So all we do is we click go to HTML. It doesn't matter where you go, right? Anywhere. I suggest going HTML and open as root. You should have this option, right? Put your password in again, and as you can see, we get another window. And as you can see, it says warning, you are using the root account. You may harm your system. Now, if you do anything I show you, if you do it slowly, if you don't do anything else, you'll be fine, right? It's not going to damage your system. Even if you were to damage this folder, nothing will happen. You'll just damage the Apache. All it takes is just to reinstall it, right? Or update it. So we go hacker. Oh, by the way, sorry. So go to, I'll show you my contents, right? Because I actually have, people don't show this. So go to www, html, and as you can see, this is folder HTML. Now you have these two files. No, you won't have this folder, right? This folder has been created by me, because this is what you need to do as well. In your HTML folder, what you need to do is create a folder. Name it whatever you want, but make sure that you remember that it's case sensitive, right? I've said that wrong. It's okay. So make sure it's case, if you put capital H, put capital H. Make sure that you do, because if you just put anything, if you can just check, right? But just make sure so you don't get annoyed that it doesn't work, because I had this problem, the same problem, and people don't explain this. That's why I'm making these videos, to show you guys, how to fix stuff and troubleshoot and learn stuff as well. So go here to HTML, make a folder in this directory in HTML. right? Make a folder. So make a folder, whatever you want to call it, and then go into your hacker folder, whatever you want. For me, it's hacker, right? Because I just said, okay, just I need a folder just for anything. And then in your hacker, which is your additional created folder, put stuff here. So this is my backdoor. Oh, this is all my viruses which I have tested, and this one is the only that works. These ones don't work. The reason is because PowerShell Empire doesn't work anymore, or it doesn't work on Windows 8 and 10. It used to work. It worked actually a year ago. For some reason, it doesn't work now. I'm a bit hard because I actually like my PowerShell Empire. It was one of my first tools learning hacking, and it was actually very good because it's very easy, right? It's very, very friendly to use, and it's good, right? So as soon as you upload stuff here to your hacker folder, you are basically done. You can close this, you can close this, and you can close this. You don't need this, right? Now, all we need to do before we do anything, we need to check our IP address, right? All we do is just go into a Kali machine, fconfig, remember, it's fconfig for Kali or Linux or any other distribution of Linux, unless you've changed it. And in Windows, it's ipconfig, but we're using Linux, so we don't need to worry about Windows now, right? So we need to use inet. This is what we need. We don't need to worry about this. This is a loopback address. You don't need to worry about this, right? Just worry about this. In the future videos, I will explain everything what this is. It would just take me too long to explain what this is. It's basically the fundamentals of IPv4 networking, right? If you've ever done IT, cybersecurity, that will be like the first thing you'll be taught, IPv4 networking. It's not very complicated, it's very easy, don't stress yourself, right? It's very easy. The thing is, for me, what I have problems is subnetting, which I hate it, right? I can do it, but I hate it, right? So anyways, a bnode IP address. It's this, right? 192.168.11.1.39. Close this, go to your Windows machine, and I'll show you again, because I turned my microphone off. 192.168.11.1.39 and hacker. Make sure if you put small h, it won't work. And that's what I had the problem with, because no one told me. No one actually in the videos, because I had problems. Okay, just go on YouTube, find the problem, solve this as soon as I can. No one told you. Now, it's sort of obvious and not obvious, because not all the time it's actually case sensitive, right? So let's just put capital H, not this, right, because it won't work either. And make sure that you put the slash at the end. Basically, slash capital H hacker slash, right? And this is the parent directory, right? This is the whole www folder. We have backdoor, credit card, ENC, top secret. You can put any files you want here. You can put the video of you kissing a woman if you want. I don't really mind. I don't really care what you put here. So that's it, right? That's how you basically, this is the easiest guide. You don't need to download any stupid stuff from GitHub. You don't need to download anything. This is as easy as it gets. Now, you can also transfer files from your host machine to your Linux machine and your Windows machine, but I won't show you this in this video because the video will be too long. I'll show you in the future. However, oh, by the way, there might be a problem because you might not be able to actually, if it doesn't work for you, turn off your firewall. Remember to turn off your firewall, right? If it doesn't work, because firewalls usually, obviously, that's how also you protect yourself from this. Turn on your firewall. Firewall is your friend. Never turn it off. Never turn it off. Always update it. Don't play around with it. Just leave it, right? Obviously, you can make it configure so it's more secure, but don't disable some features because your computer's a bit slower. Slower but safer, right? So either you want your computer fast but less secure, or you want your computer basically a bit slower but safer. It's up to you, right? So hope you've enjoyed the content. I will try to upload as much videos as I can. I just said, as I said earlier, I'm busy, right? I hope you've enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a comment and subscribe if you can. Thank you.